What's up, everybody? Ben Razzie here for Odd Chopper. More college football is upon us. Another Saturday. That means a ton of games. You know what it means right now? Let's put a couple together and see if we can cash a parlay and put some money in the bank, in the bankroll, with a low probability, high upside ticket. Those are fun. And you know what? Got some games that I do like, and we're going to throw them together in just a second. But first things first, welcome to Odd Chopper. All things betting, not just college football, but we got plenty of that if that's what you like. Hopefully you like something and you want to show the love, hit the like button, subscribe to this very channel. All right, let's get down to business. Last week, close without even being remotely close. Every single leg was kind of a toss-up, and we certainly did not get there. But maybe the wheels will turn. I'm going to try to spin it positive. It's hard to hit these. Let's dive into these picks. We got to set the foundation. Step one. How are we going to do that with Washington? It's still under 17. I don't understand the spread. Maybe I'm stepping into a giant trap. You can let me know in the comments. I hope not. I get it, backing a road team north of 2 touchdowns. But this is just such a bad situation for Michigan State. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about Washington because they know what's going on. They destroyed Boise State by 37, crushed Tulsa by 33. Penix is a Heisman contender. He's throwing for like 400 yards a game. Elite wide receivers. The O-line is not allowing pressure. Everything is great for Washington's offense. Their defense has not been tested. Maybe it will here, but I don't think Michigan State's exactly the team to really cause problems there. You're talking about a 56-point total, so it's not expected to get out of control. I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing in some regard. But I just look at Washington. How is Michigan State going to slow them down? Because Michigan State's secondary has not been tested at all. Because Michigan State played Central Michigan and Richmond, two teams that are not in the same stratosphere as Washington. I don't like this Michigan State team. I think they have a lot of issues. And then, oh, by the way, a huge scandal hit them. Their coach is suspended. I don't know. It seems like he might not be there long term. Who knows? It's just a big mess. So add in that unquantifiable variable to a team that if that didn't happen, I would not be backing them anyway. And I don't know how it affects them, but I'll say this. I don't know how you could possibly think that it's a good thing for the team. It just seems it's a degree of bad. So I'll keep this one short and sweet. I think that Washington and their passing attack will not be slowed here in any regard. If Michigan State can keep up or if Michigan State can slow them, I'll have to be wrong, but I don't see that happening. This has ticked up a little bit. I'm on Caesars right now, but it's still under 17. 16.5 at minus 110 is a fine starting position. And for me, this is on the card. Give me the Washington Huskies as play one of this 3-leg parlay that we are going to build right now. So we've got Washington there. I mentioned I'm on Caesars. I always like to let you guys know, again, if you're betting parlays, and I've been known to make a parlay or two. It's never bad to use a bonus bet when you're doing that type of stuff. You take a shot, you try to really swing for the fences. That's great. I'm all for that. If you want some bonus bets and you don't play on Caesars, new users are getting 5 of them. 5 $50 bonus bets paid out once a week. You're going to get $250 in bonus bet just by signing up with the link below and betting $50. You don't have to win the bet. There's no loopholes. You bet 50, you get $250. You see it right on the screen. You got to be 21 plus. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But wouldn't it be nice each week to get a bonus bet of $50 that you can maybe take a parlay, maybe build out that long shot ticket? And if you miss all of them, they were all bonus bets. And if you hit one of them, wow, what a change that's going to be to your bankroll. Again, take advantage of that offer. It is going away, but good opportunity at Caesars. Now, we got one play on the board. That's not going to get it done, though. Not going to get it done. Scroll. Look at some of these games. Who's betting these? 40-point favorites for Michigan. This is an awful week objectively for college football, but I still like some of these games. West Virginia, they've taken some money. No doubt about it. If you watched Betting You, we talked about this game, and it was a 1-point spread. It's still inside 3 at minus 115. I think you got to get it now, or you might just have to pass. The backyard brawl, rivalry game. I don't like Pittsburgh. They beat Wofford. They lost to Cincinnati. I'm not sure that Cincinnati's any good. That was a 27-21 game, so that's a little concerning. And even more concerning than that is what's going on with Pittsburgh. Their O-line is in shambles. They've already benched a couple guys. They're trying to mix and match. I don't think they have the answer on the roster, and that's a big problem for this team because they want to run the ball, and they don't really have a competent offense right now. 47-point total. And West Virginia, they bring, I would say, a competent offense, particularly on the ground. And Garrett Green, their quarterback, has been solid. He's very mobile, but he hasn't made mistakes. He's got no interceptions. This was against a Penn State defense. Yeah, they lost 38-15. No shame going into Happy Valley and coming away with a loss. Then they rebound and they crushed Duquesne 56-17. that doesn't really matter either, to be honest. But what does matter is that West Virginia has a potent ground attack. And I look at this. Cincinnati had massive success against Pittsburgh. I think West Virginia is going to cause even more problems with the mobile quarterback. I worry about Pitt's defense. I worry about Pitt's O-line. I'm not sure that Pitt can exploit what I would say is a weak West Virginia secondary. When you look at this game, I think that Garrett Green and his mobility will really help West Virginia. At home, Rowdy, -2.5, -115. Give me the Mountaineers to get it done here. This is another one that, again, I think you need to take it now because it is starting to take some pressure. But I think West Virginia is kind of a step above Pittsburgh. And with these O-line issues, I am very worried if they can protect and what they can really do in the passing or running a game where West Virginia, I think, will have a lot of success, particularly on the ground in this spot. So the second leg is West Virginia -2.5. So we've got Washington. We've got West Virginia. We need one more. And I will say also, if you want more, you can always contact me at JazzRazDFS on Twitter. Give me a follow. Why not? Or X, as they call it. Have some fun there. Or you can always hop in our Discord. The link is below. See you guys in there. It's not just me. It's the whole team, a bunch of us. We're dropping plays. We're talking strategies. We're sweating out games, doing giveaways. It's a fun community. Again, that link will get you 50% off. We need to find the third leg of this parlay. Maybe we survived. Maybe we didn't. But I think we're going to be alive. Late night. And this is what I tried last week, and it didn't work. One more time. Bear with me with the Sun Devils. I watched the game from start to finish. I'm not going to say they deserve to win, but I'm also not going to say they deserve to lose. It was a toss-up game, and that's what I wanted against Oklahoma State. And we got it. They just lost. And we'll talk about that in a second. But Fresno State comes to town. Interesting team. Weird to evaluate. I struggled a little bit. They're 2-0, but they were really close games. They beat Purdue 39-35. They beat Eastern Washington, who's an FCS school, a good one, but still an FCS school, 34-31 in double overtime. Mikey Keene at quarterback was really good. He's got 6 touchdowns. He's got nearly 300 yards passing per game, 599 yards in 2 games. All of that is really, really good. I think the early returns on Fresno's defense are not as good, though. Outside the top 100 in a lot of metrics, particularly through the air, they've struggled to slow some of these teams. Rushing, it's fine, but I think that Fresno's defense could be a problem all year. It looks like they can score, though. I will give them credit there. And they're taking on an Arizona State team that, let's be honest, I'm not sure how good they are. They beat Southern Utah 24-21. Then I backed them last week to Oklahoma State, and they lost that game 27-15. Now, it was very close. They dropped a would-be touchdown on a slant. They didn't convert a 4th and 1. Little things that add up to losses. I saw a lot of them in that game. But you know what? They might be that kind of team. They've got a young signal caller. They're a young team in general. It might just be growing pains that we're going to have to deal with. But we are getting 3 points here at home against the Fresno State team that I'm still not sold on. Yes, a couple of pretty quality wins to start the year, but the defense is giving up a lot of production. I actually think Arizona State's defense can slow them down a little bit, particularly through the air. Now, if I'm wrong and Keene goes nuts, it's going to be tough to play catch up with them. You don't want to get into a shootout with Fresno State. I think Arizona State will control the tempo, though. I think they play more at a methodical speed. They slow this down, limit the penalties, limit the turnovers. Same thing I said last week. I think it's a toss-up game, and you're giving me 3 points. I will ride with that every single time. If you want to be aggressive, plus 135 is out there, or just go to oddchopper.com. Make sure you're shopping this line and getting the best bang for your buck. So Arizona State, mercifully, is the final leg of this 3-leg parlay. Let's recap. Let's go over here and see what we got going on. See a little 3-leg action. Put this in. We're talking almost 6-1. Again, there's a -115 in there bringing it down, but I do like that West Virginia. That might be my favorite of the bunch. But we've got Washington -16.5 on the road against Michigan State. We've got West Virginia -2.5 against Pittsburgh. And then we got the Sun Devils, a live dog at +3 at home against Fresno State. Let's see if we can go 1, 2, 3. Put it on the board for the first one of the year. Again, these are going to be tough to cash, but I'm confident we can give it a run and hopefully run hot in some of these spots. But thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. It's a long season ahead. We are just getting started here at Odd Chopper, but I hope you're enjoying these. If you have any questions, again, hit me up on Twitter. I'm happy to help. Love the support. Hit that like button on your way out, and let's see if we can get this one on the board. For me, for Washington, West Virginia, and Arizona State, good luck and joy. Talk to you guys next week.